Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for another beautiful painting together. So I'm going to paint this beautiful landscape. Is rosy color is the base, which is the nice photo, and we are going to start with the background color that we see. It's the horizon. We have a very beautiful horizon in distance and nice and warm colors in the sky, and then the reflection and the beautiful colors on the river, and then at the beautiful clouds, and then the nice trees in front. So we need some colors. Let me put this aside. We need some colors like white, yellow, red, purple, blue, and black. But if you have a limited palette, we can go to mix some paint to make another new paint. For example, if we don't have any orange, we have a nice orangey tone here on the stems. So if we don't have any orange color, we can mix yellow and red together and reach the nice orange color. So the other color, if we do not have any purple, doesn't matter. We have a beautiful purple color in this photo. So we can go with mixing the blue and the red. It depends which blue and red we add together. They give us a purple, but that's the dark purple. We can add white color into this mixture and make it nice and light purple. But if you have regular paper purple, you can use that one. So we need the brushes. I'm going to work with just this 3 brush. Even 2 brush would be okay. One bigger size, larger one for the whole painting, and the other smaller for the details. That are details here can be the leaves on the tree, and it can be a little bit of the cloud. I'm going to mix my paint with palette knife, which is so much easier for me, and paper palette, because I don't want to clean it after. Just one paper sheet, I put it in a garbage. And the other things is the surface I'm going to work is, this is a wood panel, and it's easy to work with that. I add 1 layer, 2 layer actually, gesso on top, and it's ready to use. We need glass of water for cleaning our brushes. We need a rag or napkin for cleaning our brushes as well. So let's start. Okay, I'm going to start with the stance. I see further. This is the horizon line. I'm going to start here to the top and then here to the bottom. So I need the warm color first. I'm going to mix white with yellow a little bit. Even I have yellow, but sometimes I need lighter one. This is a cat yellow. So if I want to make it lighter, I mix with the white color. White can make all the colors lighter. Rag or napkin to clean my palette knife. And then I would like to make the orange. So take yellow first. More yellow, I try to mix with a little bit red, because red is so strong. Little bit would be enough, and you can see how much the value is changed. It's a dark orange, it's not light orange actually, because of the strongness that red has. It's so strong, so we need a little bit red and more yellow. I clean my palette knife. And even on this beautiful landscape, we have a lots of pinky tone. So I don't need to have pink. I can mix red with white. It gives me beautiful pinky color. A little more amount of paint. Because pink takes a lot of space. So I take more white and red to have more pink in my painting. That's the beautiful colors we need to have. And then we can move on with the purple, and even on top of the sky is a little darker. So I prefer to add darker purple, and I can even mix red with blue and rich darker purple, and it depends how much blue and red you use. So it can have dark purple or light purple, but always we can have lighter tone a little bit with the white color. Yeah, that's the bluey purple we need to have by adding more blue in our mixture. Clean my palette knife and start apply, separate the horizon. So I would like to have more space for the sky and less space for the river or the sea. And I'm going to, I can go with the pure yellow, separated with this pure yellow. It's like that. So take pure yellow first, apply here with more heavy paint, with more brush stroke back and forth to let it cover everything. So more pure yellow, heavy paint, always lovely because can cover everything so faster, and we can easily get rid of white of canvas. Here is a place of our sun, but I'm going to add a little bit lighter yellow. It's so much easier to apply back and forth with the pure color, not a specific one. We can add a little bit lighter tone, especially here. And then I have napkin in my hand always to clean my brush, then jump into pure white color. I would like to have some brush stroke with pure white color. And place a little bit lighter tone here as a lightness of the sun. But make it specifically a little lighter to be a little dry, and then give me more chance to add my white color on top. And then I jump to yellow more. Use heavy paint, especially here is more orangey, and every time I want to switch the other paint, I'm going to clean my brush with napkin, not with the water, and I take a little bit orangey color. I have already yellow, so everything is ready, and then make my orange more brighter, which is a good opportunity when you add first the yellow one, then very gently touch this surface, and that's easier when both color yellow and orange be wet, and then you can have this nice effect of yellowy orange in between liney part, which is so beautiful in the sky. Very gently add more brush stroke like that, and smoothly touch the surface like touching baby face, which is a little bit gentle, and come close to center, not pass from here, just a little bit closer. And then we take our hand up, not touch the whiteness of our sun, and then from the other side as well, very slowly I'm going to add this orange color on the edge. I don't need to come a lot into the center. Just a little bit would be enough. And then move on with the pure yellow on top. Make a little bit the surface be wet because acrylic dry fast. So if we left some part to finish the other, it get dry. So we need to back again, add some tone on it, then make it ready for next part. And then I add a little bit orange on top. Then I would like to jump to the pink. So just a little bit orange would be okay. I make a little bit more warm color around the sunset and the sun, warmness of the sun. And then again, clean my brush with napkin. Like this. Touch the napkin and clean it with that. Then I'm going to add the pinky color. This pinky color maybe a little bit light. Oh no, when I apply I see it's okay. That's nice. Come toward the top with this beautiful warm pink color. But at the beginning we are seeing that it's a hard edge create in between, like between these two surfaces. I don't want to have this hard edge, so I'm going back to the orange, try to come down a little bit and disappear this edge. So remove this hardness with this. With the pink color we are coming down toward the yellowy tone, and then again I'm going back with the yellow tone to the pinky color to try disappear this hardness, this hard line in between. Even always clean the brush with napkin and move on with the yellow a little bit to help it disappear this hard edge. And okay, now we try to disappear this edge a little bit. Sometimes we need to wait a little to get dry, and then again back to the orange and just touch it with this warm orangey tone a little bit higher into the pink color. It gives us a nice effect of the colors. And then again a little bit here we are going to back with the orange color, and then yeah, you can see this beautiful warmness move together from the orange tone to the purpley tone and to the pinky tone. And then clean again the brush with this napkin. I have this napkin to clean my brush, and then I'm going to add a little bit pink color on top, because always when you want to move on the other color, this one is get dry. We have to back again and add a tone on it. After that I want to jump to purple, but if I do right away, again the line and hard edge create here in between. I prefer to add a little bit white in my brush. I want to make a lighter pink tone first on the edge. So I try to touch the edge with white color. Back and forth, and help this dark pink go to the light pink color, and then jump to the purple. Yeah, that's a really lovely effect on the horizon. Back and forth. With this back and forth brush stroke, you can have pink color and purple color at the same time, with the nice transition. And then we need to finish it with the purple to the top, but again I'm going back, clean the brush. I don't want to have a paint into that. Back to the pink, because still the surface wet. I don't want to let it dry, so I try to disappear this hard edge between light and dark pink very gently, just back and forth. And you see this nice transition so smoothly happen. Back and forth, back and forth. And I'm going to use a lots of heavy paint, so easily can cover the white of canvas. And any part I want to add a little bit filling, I try to touch it so gently with less brush stroke, with less hardness, and then add more back and forth with this brush. Try to finish to the end of the canvas with the same purpley tone, but I'm sure that the top of the sky most of the time is darker than the rest of the sky. So if you want to reach that darker tone, you need to, let me clean this part. Okay. If you want to reach that really darker tone, after you finish with the purple, we can add the blue on top, or we already make this darker purple as well. So very gently start from the top part. This time from top we are coming down. And with more brush stroke back and forth, we can have beautiful transition of light and dark to the top. So slowly, you see I didn't wait any part get dry, and I didn't fast do that. I try section by section, and any section I want to go, I try to finish the part. And if this edge is dry, again back and add some orangey tone on it, and again add the pink tone. When I want to move to the purple, try to add a little bit light color, and then wet this surface with the fresh color, and then add the purple on it. So we need to wait the sky get completely dry and be ready for the cloud and everything on top, like a leaves, like a trees and the cloud, everything later. We can add the cloud right now, but I prefer to wait everything get dry and later add that. Now we can work on this section. Okay, now we are going to start on a river, or maybe it's a sea. Yeah, we are going to add the water. Actually, this is the warm water, the reflection of this beautiful warm sky and the sunset horizon. Its effect on this water, and everything is not just the blue, it's just purpley, pinky, and the orangey tone here on this distance, and lots of colors. And this small place is visible, and it's like a brush stroke, like a wavy tone. So we can add the same colors that we have in our sky into the bottom part, that which are sea. So I'm not touching anymore the sky, because I wait get dry completely. I have my palette knife. I try to make a little bit more orangey color. I have it ready, but I will add a little bit more tone on it. So make it more ready for this part. Clean the palette knife. Every time we use palette knife and the brush, we try to clean it. So now I'm going to add the yellow color first. We always start from the light color and then add the darker color layer by layer on top. So we can start with the pure yellow color. Wet the surface, I mean not with the water, with the paint, and we already wet with the yellow color. And then I'm going to add the orange. I don't want to disappear the yellow, I prefer to keep it like that. Even if I need, I can add a little bit more yellow on top to be like this, even lighter yellow, sometimes of the reflection. And this time, if I want to be liney, I don't add any pressure. What I mean about the pressure on the brush, let me clean my brush. When I'm going to add like the orange color, I take my paint really heavy like this, put on a surface, and with my hand pressure try to put like that, back and forth, and with the pressure of my hand and the brush on the canvas, the paint can sit on a surface. But if I want to have a little bit texture, or if I want to have just a little bit liney part, I need to reduce this pressure in my hand. Like take the paint, like this amount of yellow, take this, and very gently try to add on top. Very gently and smoothly try to add like a line. I'm not adding pressure in my hand because I don't want to help it disappear on a surface. I want to help this color sit on top. So very gently add, for example, the yellow, and smoothly I can touch it like this. So that's helped the reflection of the sky come to the sea. And if I bring it closer to the camera, it shows this nice and lovely texture with the hardness and actually with the texture that it's heavy. So I move on with a little bit pure red color here. More red color. I try to move with the heavy paint because heavy paint helped me get rid of white of the canvas easier. So I prefer to have this heavy paint. But as the other side, I want to have a texture and I want to have different colors. So I move on with pink color, and I try very gently add this pinky color with the same heavy texture on top of my river, on top of my sea actually, with this smoothly touch off surface, back and forth. Back and forth. Then I can finish it with the pink color, and then I can switch to purple and bring it somewhere on top. Different approach. So here is wet. I use heavy paint. I'm coming on top with the pink color, add a lots of pinky tone. Now I'm going with the purple. This side, which is the left side, is covered with more purple. So smoothly and gently I'm coming with the purple on top and try to add this purpley tone on my river. But again with less pressure because I don't want to disappear the pink. Sometimes it's happened, the pink is gone. No worries, we will come back with the pink. So I can turn my brush to the tip sometimes to make it liney. Even darker purple, some line. You can come back then, make it more smooth with very gently touch it on the surface. Okay, touch the napkin to clean the brush. Okay, now I let it dry. I think I need again back to the pink color. I prefer to have a little bit pink, but we will come on top with the black to add the tree trunk and then the branches and everything. I prefer to have a little bit just a reddish color, add with the white to make the pinky tone. This time I would like to have lighter pink, so it's okay if you go with the brush for a little bit paint, not much. I take some, I'm going on top and add a little lighter pink color. And with the tip of brush, because we have hold the brush to lay down and back and forth to make the background completely cover with this paint. We have both sides of the brush, which is this two side. We can add the details with those, and then we have a liney part that we can add like a line on top, like a drawing, like a line, like this, straight to the surface, and then draw the line. So if you want to do some line on top, like a river, like a wavy shape, we can use the tip more. So I can go in like that, make it more brush stroke with shape of wave. This is okay. I can wait everything get dry and be ready for next part. So next part I'm going to add a little bit cloud on top. For the painting that we are having is it's a little bit more cloud here, and some of them a little pinky tone under the trees like this. I can add a little bit less, it depends. If you like, you can add the same, more cloudy or less, it depends on your choice. So again, back to the pinky color. I'm going to mix a little pinky color, and the reason I'm not back to that color because it's get dry, and when we add the new color on that, it gets sticky, and it's better sometimes not to add actually, to make the new and fresh place for our new paint. So this is the pinky color I'm going to mix. That's the light pink color in a little bit darker tone I would like to have with the white. This is darker because it's more reddish than adding the white. A little more. Okay, and then the purple and the white already we have it. So let me clean the palette knife, wipe it with a napkin I mean, and then clean the brush with the water very well and touch the napkin, wipe it with napkin. So I have this straight tip for the brush. So this is tip of the brush which is straight. You can go for the cloud with that, but I prefer to use this kind of brush which is curvy. This is a little, it's a filbert brush, a little bit curve on top, and it's easier to make cloudy shape. So I start with this one. First of all, I make the pure white color to shape the cloud, and I choose, for example, here, just turn it like that. It's already, the tip of brush is curvy, so it's easier to curve. And then the bottom part of the cloud is most of the time darker, so I take the purple color and like this curvy brush stroke, try to shape it as a cloud like that, and try to add a little bit some less and more around it to make it more look like the nature and disappear to the sky with the tip of even the round brush. So this is about that, a little bit like that. I don't go with the pure white color first. It's better to go with the purple and then add the, if you need more lightness, add the purple, the white color on top like this. I start with the white, but I jump to the purple right away. Even the cloud can be puffy, can be with a texture, so you don't need to make it really smooth. And then jump to the darker red that we already have here, and then lighter pink, darker pink I mean, sorry. And here I'm going to add some pinky cloud as well, which is so cute. You can add a little bit purple even on the bottom of the cloud. It's okay not to clean every time the brush, but when the category of the paint is the same, that's fine. Purple and pink. On this sky, it's okay to keep the brush has some purple or pink into that. So then lighter pink, and I mix different colors together to shape the cloud. Dark pink, light pink, and purple. That's a lovely approach. So this is, I think, would be okay. I don't want to busy my painting with a lots of cloud. We can add one more here, but I don't want to make it. I prefer to leave it like that and then add the tree trunk and then the branches and make this section with the branches. Okay, now with this warm and beautiful pinky purpley painting, we are finished with the background. Actually the base, not the base, everything is in a place. And now we need to add the tree on top. So if we go that with this model, if we are going to add this beautiful colors, everything is on a place, is finished. So we are going to add this place that the trees will come on top. Actually it's one tree, they connect together, it's separate on different branches, and then place on hold this left side of our painting, so we can finish that. So it's just one color, it's just a pure black color, we don't need add anything. We have already our black color, and we are going to start adding this beautiful actually part for our trees, and just try to add a gentle like a I don't know, it's just like a nature comes up like a hill, tiny hill, to show that our tree is placed on top of that. So I try to add a little bit some bumpy tone because of this part of the nature. And then if you want to add the trees, like draw the line, but it's okay, the trees is not just straight, it can be move everywhere, turn and something. I'm starting from the top, some like a branch that connect to the tree, I try to go with that, and really I'm going with heavy paint, so it's really thick, so take a lots of paint. And you see I'm not adding just a straight line, I try to play with the edge of the tree. Heavy paint, come down, and when we come down it's a little bit thick here, so I'm going to add more, even not the root, even the thickness on tree trunk here, and then try to separate it into different section, like here a little bit thick, and then it's divide into two different part. One part is here, this is divided into two part, even this part is divided to two parts as well. So one small branch here I try to separate, and this is going for the branches. I can go with the side of the brush as well sometimes if we need. to make it more a little thick. And the other is, here it's divided again on the other branch, so I'm going like that to shape it more. And then it's divided into the narrow branches like that. Then I'm going to add some leaves on top. So even this one is divided into different section too, and even here is divided into different parts. It comes down. You can shape it, play with the trees, that's with the branches. So which is so cool if you play with the branches like that. I just play with the brush, turn it this way, that way, like that. So I'm happy with those. Now it's a time to add actually the leaves on top, and it's easier to do with the like this kind of curvy brush. It's so much easier. The shape of the leaves is like that. That's easier to go with this, or even with a smaller one. Smaller is easy too. So I can go with a smaller one, take some paint, and that's randomly happen. You can go like this, shape it look like an umbrella, and try to make a different actually empty space in between. I don't want to cover all this nice and lovely sky. I try to have empty space in between and add the leaves on top. It's like that, back and forth, back and forth. Try to not cover all the beautiful cloud that we already have. We can come a little further randomly here. We have lots of different options to add the leaves. Even we can go with fan brush. Let me go with this fan brush as well. We have something like that. Sometimes the smaller one is better, but I have just this one. And yeah, that's just nice to add some different tone like this. Different texture actually. Even on top of here we can add some brush stroke with the fan brush. You can turn and feel comfortable with your brush to shape it like that. Or like this, or even the same brush that we already used it for. We can go with that and bring it a little bit to the center of the sunset. Or we can add some more interesting effect or stroke, brush stroke with that. So we can add as much as leaves that we want or less. I think it's okay to go like that and a little bit here. That would be interesting, that would be nice. So even I would like to add a little bit texture here. Texture, I mean, when you take a lots of heavy paint, it's already heavy. When you leave it on the surface and not add any pressure, not make it smooth, it make a texture on our painting, and after it get dry, it's just come out. We have different material, different medium actually to make a texture, but even you can go with the heavy paint to make a texture for yourself. And let me bring it close to camera. When I take it from the side, hopefully it shows this. Yeah, here is more visible. This is the texture I mean. That's a heavy texture. It's wet. I'm not touching it now, but when it's get completely dry, when you touch it, you will feel this lovely texture on top, which is so nice. So this is our painting for today. Hope you enjoy it, and yeah, thank you so much again for joining me, and hope to see you next time with another painting. Bye bye.